Hiyo de Gallo. Uh, I have got a treat for you today. This is something I found on eBay, and it's an Alex Toth, which is one of my favorites because of how well he draws cars, and also a Hot Wheels deal, as you'll see up in the left corner. Did I pinch it off a little bit too much? Almost. So yeah, really amazing find. This was an advertisement that would have went in the Sunday comics, like the Sunday newspaper comics, and it's an advertisement, but it's also a little bit of a cartoon. Pretty cool deal. Alex Toth did a run on Hot Wheels where I believe there's also a cartoon show that kind of supported it as well. And if you look at the comic, you could definitely see Alex Toth's how he does cartoons and animation. So that goes with that. But also, it's an advertisement for toys. So the first half of it is, and it's really cool. This big splash, it's like almost this great big splash page up here in the middle to start. Great scene. You got a couple kids watching this, and the Hot Wheels kids. Pit stop with Dan Gurney at Laguna Seca, which is a famous racetrack. Anyway, so the guy's driving a Plymouth Charger Challenger. I'm not a Mopar guy, so I don't know exactly all the classifications of between Plymouth and Dodge and all the Mopar stuff. But it's a pretty cool comic. So it follows this thing. The guy blows his tire out, crashes. He gets out okay, but later he's playing with this toy with the kids, which is a pretty cool deal. Yes, it's an advertisement for toys, yes, but it's also part of this deal to get enthusiasm up for the comics, which is really great. Let me slide that back in there so we can see the whole thing. So you have some definite hallmarks of Toth. The thing that he does that's really amazing is conveying motion with still images. Now, one of the things I like to do, or I like when artists do, is they take a single picture and then they double it, giving the idea of motion. But he does a really good idea with just one single image, and still getting motion out of that image without repeating the image. That's what I was hunting for that. So repeating the image, giving the idea of motion. He doesn't do that. Couple clever things here. So the car's driving along. It's breaking the panel here, which is really nice. And so you see these lines, and I've heard people say that speed lines are cheating, but he does it really nice with the color because this is a very Tothy thing to do. And one of my favorite things that he does is that low angle, peering through the steering wheel at the driver's face. I love it. And then, of course, Alex Toth's signature, which is also pretty great. So the cool thing is not only does it break the panel, which is really good, and then his left hand breaks the panel, which is pretty great. The colors interfere with each other. So you have this idea of vibrating and then motion from the car and the vibration of the steering wheel intersecting into each other, which is a really clever thing. And then we come back over here to this panel where he's screeching, and also great lettering, screeching out, but it's throwing up so much stuff, it's obscuring the rest of the picture. Also, with all this stuff, the color is really nice. It may be a little thing, but it's still pretty nice. How the kid's hair is blending with the shadows, it's really great. And also, something I'm a fan of is when you can see the color separations a little closer. The little color separation dots. I'm a big fan of that. It's pretty cool. And so just a really great little comic. It was kind of a crazy deal. I picked this up for a pretty decent price and something that probably you won't ever see again. I don't know if there's any more advertisements of these. I just had to grab it. And it's probably one of my favorite things that I've ever gotten. I might actually frame this, although I'm kind of afraid because it's really, really thin paper. It was just meant as a throwaway, like I said, a throwaway advertisement insert in a paper. So there's not much to it. and I'm also kind of afraid to even touch it, but I don't want the light to ruin it because this is actually a really nice piece. All the colors are really great. You see that the black here is a little bit kind of grainy, but that kind of might be on purpose and just part of the deal with newspaper print. But really, really good stuff. And again, it's a cheaper way for me to get Toth stuff without having to get the real thing. Not that this isn't the real thing, but I'm working on getting 1 through 5 or 6 of the Hot Wheels stuff. I picked up one because I got lucky. It was a beat up copy, and I just got the second one. I think I got number 2, and I got lucky because it was a really short auction. Not a lot of people were in on it, and I kind of snuck it away from some other guys at the last second. But I'll share it with you, so it's not totally stealing. Anyways, so this is, again, one of my favorite things I think I've ever seen on here. Really cool piece. And again, the normal Alex Toth stuff, still images conveying motion. Again, this is really nice. The car is skidding out. So I don't know if you know this, but one of the big safety things that used to be a part of tracks in the 60s and 70s were square bales, and that's what that is. So it's really nice that his car is skidding into the square bales, and then people right on top of the track, get back, running away. Really nice. Got the either fuel or, I'm not sure if it's fuel or water truck there, but it's a really nice image. And the colors, again, that's a really neat thing about this. All the colors are really nice in this, where you have lights going into darks, and then the grass bleeding a little bit onto some of the bales, but then he's hitting the bales and they're blowing apart. Just really a good, really good thing. So I look at this and I want to be like, oh, well, this is the thing you should do to be better. This is the thing you should do to be better. But I'm just kind of blown away by it, man. It's just too much to take in, and this is the second time I've shot this. I tried to open it up and do a video as I opened it up, but I could barely walk and chew gum at the same time, so I'm just glad that I'm getting anything out at all. But again, the normal Toths, really good motion, really good angles. And yeah, that's one thing I just noticed. So the car, how the car changes position every time, because he's going down the track, he skids out the wrong way, and then because the angle is static except for here, oh, nice. Okay, that's something that he does. I'm surprised this isn't a silhouette. Somebody must have made him fill it in, because that's normally something that would be, it's the back end of this truck. So he almost hits the truck. And okay, so this is I just read this line. One more thing before the boop, and then we'll go. I do love, and I totally feel this as a car guy. He wrecks and everything, and so there's the driver. He's singing, "Oh wow, that was too close." The car seems to be all right though. That's one of my favorite things. Just like it's like you. Oh, I broke my leg. How's the car? Oh, the car's okay. Great. So anyways, this is one of those things that more of a video maybe about me being happy about this thing, and then sharing it with you guys rather than actually taking stuff away. Although hopefully I gave you enough shots that you can kind of catch something. But yeah, Alex Toth is the best, man. And this just I got this in my line of sight when I'm working. Every time I look up, it kind of makes me happy, man. Anyways, so that's the go for today. Until next time, let's all get published. Boop.